Hello and welcome to the Friday, November 18th edition of the Contributor Comms team meeting. As usual, we do have a code of conduct, which basically says to be respectful of your fellow speakers and attendees and generally be excellent to each other. And I just stabbed myself with a pencil.
I wasn't looking at this one.
Off to a good start. I didn't stab myself that hard. It's fine.
Okay. Yikes.
Just poked my hand with it because I was holding it. Anyway. So let's go. We've got a small meeting today, but we do have a few exciting updates. So let's start off with updates and big wins. My major update and big win for this week is that I actually made PRs.
Yay!
Yay! The fact that GitHub has a GUI and actually has a workflow for editing existing documents is extremely helpful.
That is a good point.
I love it. Even though it's pretty wonky sometimes, and sometimes it makes me do things wrong. I'd do things even more wrong if I was doing it through the regular CLI. Anyway, so I made 3 PRs this morning. The first one is I found a marketing team instance, and so I updated that to be contributor comms.
Nice. Do you need LGTMs or anything on these?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So this first one is in the contributor tweets repo. So Chris, you should have access to this. One of the other things that was on my to-do list from last time is updating our owners and team files, which I have not done yet. Spoilers.
Yeah.
But we've got to start.
That's usually the hardest part. All right.
Yeah. So LGTMs and approvals, welcome on that one.
You got it.
Yeah, thank you. And the next one is deprecating the marketing council concept. So we had a file that described the marketing council in our role handbook. So I put in a PR to delete that file. It used to be, I think, the editor role that Matt was filling before. So I was like, there's probably some useful stuff in the history of that file, but we don't really need it right now. We might want to keep that in mind, though, because one thing Chris and I were discussing earlier is that we need to create a sub-project lead role. So that's going to, once we get into the table, if we get into the table, we might just kind of freeform this. I don't know. I think the table is helpful for managing discussion, but
we should add it at least.
Yeah.
And then like I'm in favor of, for me personally, I know I like work sessions. So maybe the next meeting, we just line up a bunch of work to do, hack away at stuff.
We do need to cancel our next meeting too, because our next meeting is Thanksgiving and
US holiday, of course.
Yeah. Which I mean, we could still have, but I don't want to.
I mean, so we're not doing Thanksgiving. I have a lot of issues with the holiday. I mean, I can, but we're doing a pre-holiday celebration. Like we run Thanksgiving for the family, so we're changing things up.
Nice. Yeah. I used to hate New Year's, but then my friends started doing K-pop New Year's, where we watched the like Korean and Japanese and a variety of Asian New Year's programs, which are fantastic. And so now I love New Year's.
Nice. So with these role changes, do we need to do anything with the owner's file, or am I?
So I think that we should update folks' ability to approve things depending on their role. We haven't really discussed how that should look or what that needs to be.
Yeah.
But it makes sense.
Yeah. Checks haven't run yet.
You an approver in community?
I don't think so. I am approver and
apparently you are.
Oh, I am?
Apparently.
Okay. Cool.
So
like
you could
I wasn't last week on something. I forget what it was.
Interesting.
So
you could help out on Avinesh's role also. There's still an open PR for the comms event lead.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Avinash made some changes. I think there's probably some more like detail we could add to the shadowing thing, but I think it has the basics in there. So I thought we should go ahead and do that, but I don't have approver access on community yet.
Oh,
Seems like I'll
really?
probably get that at some point soon, but
Okay.
here's that
Where?
PR. Let me put that in the chat for you.
Thank you.
Let me bring up the chat. There it is.
So this just needs review, LGTM done, approve.
I put in an LGTM, so it just needs an approve if you think it's ready. It's been through, Josh gave his feedback on it.
Okay.
And Avinash made some changes, but then Josh didn't look at it again, so debatable, but I think it's good. And thank you, Avinash, for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Only other person on the call today.
Look at that dedication right there.
Dedication. Oh, I wanted to ask, if we did have a meeting next week, Diwali will be done by then, right? Do you think people would be around and want to do it, or do you think
If it's not done, I'd say cancel it.
Oh,
Yeah.
So Diwali was last
It was
month.
last week,
It's
right?
not.
Yeah.
It was last month.
Last month.
Was it?
Okay.
I thought it was in November, but
I thought it went like the 15th to the 15th or something.
Or maybe I'm just.
is it like a month?
I don't remember now. It's so bad.
My cultural insensitivities are showing.
I'll confirm, but yeah, it's not right now.
So
Okay.
it starts on.
So people are recovering from that right now.
And ends on Kakita 17. Oh no, there's all sorts of traditions here. Okay. October 21st through the 26th was this year, and next year it's November 9th through the 14th.
I see. I didn't realize it moved so much.
Well, it's like each individual, not sect, but like there's a lot of different groups within
the two
India,
Americans
right?
on the call are explaining Diwali right now.
I know, right? Like it's showing for each group, like which day they start and end kind of thing.
I see.
On the Wikipedia page. Yeah, it's interesting.
So I don't think there's a fixed date to it. It's mainly the structure of stars or something like that. I don't.
It's celestial. Yeah.
That makes sense. Cool. I actually do remember some folks saying Happy Diwali in meetings. But that was also around KubeCon time, so obviously not gonna remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing how KubeCon will just take all of your brain.
It's
like,
so
give
true.
me that. Give me all of that. And yeah.
Oh, another thing I wanted to mention is that we do have kind of a start to some concepts for the sub-project lead role. Atarva had come up with this idea of like an approver role, which over time we've kind of iterated on that concept. And I think what that is really this sub-project lead role.
I am not an approver in community.
Oh, but that went in.
What went in?
The update
roles thing? That's
roles
weird.
Because that's in community.
Why wouldn't that work? Let me go look. What the hell? That's weird. It says it's not approved. Or am I just waiting on Prowl still? Pending. Okay. Yeah, never mind. I'm waiting on Prowl still.
Okay.
It was already approved.
Yeah, the other one does say that it's approved by Chris Short and Caslin.
Right, but this pull request has been approved by all three of us.
Oh, okay.
Once this PR is reviewed and has the LGTM label, please assign C. Becker for approval by writing assign C. Becker. That's weird.
That's weird. How is
I
that
did.
working?
You did the LGTM and approve. I did the LGTM and approve. This is weird. Oh, it's in the communication owners file, which is, oh, wow. Reviewers, Dumars, Ehor, Jiffy, Bob, Markey, approvers, Bob, ContribEx leads,
But why would
Meredith approvers, George and Paris, And then labels, SIG contributor experience and area community management. That's weird. Why is this a different file?
Yeah, why would it be a different file from this one?
So communication is a different directory than.
This is why I've been afraid to update
This is weird.
the owner's file, because I don't
let me-
understand how they work yet.
Yeah, like. Yeah, we need to fix this.
Yeah.
Or have better control. I'm not an approver in our org, by the way.
Under different
Okay.
owner files. I'm gonna ask
So yeah, like I would
Josh
ask
and Bob and stuff to give me some
maybe like
pointers here.
CCN Christoph Blecker and
We'll see. Yeah.
see what's going on here. Because yeah, you're right. I did just approve one and then just denied one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in a shadowing program for the co-chairs of ContribEx, so that is something I need to learn one way or another.
Right.
So I will look into that. Let's grab, where is it? This one is the other one that is weird. And I should ping Bob or Josh or both at
What was the other one? The
earliest
other one
convenience.
was
This one.
9672 or 6972. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, 6972 and 6817.
Okay, so 6817. I don't have that. That's weird.
Just a quick question. Who can give an LGTM label to the PRs?
Anybody that's a reviewer. I mean, anybody can say LGTM, to be clear. Whether or not it's the LGTM that does anything with PROW is determined by reviewers or approvers.
I think members can too, because I remember on some issues I did an LGTM and the label came.
That does make sense to me.
That does make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the owner's file system is very confusing to me, just to let everybody know, right? Like when it works, it works. When it doesn't, it's like untangling a spider web of spider webs, right? So, yeah, Caslin, if you want to like add me to the group of people too, that'd be great. Because I need to figure this out.
Yeah.
It's super confusing right now, right? And like figure it out, document it, watch it, make sure when changes happen, we update. That's so weird.
I remember
like Bob and Josh would look at it and be like, oh, this is why.
Yes. So I remember one incident with me itself. I think I've shared this in the meet as well, that for one of the PRs, I gave a LGTM label, but it didn't work for other places where I do it worked or something like that. So yeah, it's
this
weird.
could be a problem too, right? Like maybe this isn't intended.
Yeah. It's such a complicated system, clearly.
Right.
It probably has unintended effects all the time.
Well, if you go look at KK and look at owners and owners aliases, oh my God.
Things I don't want to see.
Right.
There was a proposal in the ContribEx like SIG meeting a while ago where people were saying, we need to have automation to manage the owner's files. And here's some concepts about how we would do that. And it was basically shot down. Like these things are uncontrollable. That's basically what I got out of it. Like you have to manage them manually. Doing it in an automated fashion misses too many edge cases. Pretty much no matter how you do it. So
yeah, always something.
Always something.
Yeah, that is something that we do.
Also, if you try to automate a lot of things, then the database is so big that it makes things even more complicated.
Yeah, you do have a point there.
Mhm.
Sometimes automation is more complex than you need. Okay. Also, I remembered something during that discussion. Avinash, did I pick up yours? No, I guess I didn't actually. Never mind. Because you helped out with the contributor summit. You signed up for a jersey, right? I think Bob is on that. So I should at least make a note to myself to check on that for you. Check on jersey. Cool. Well, we've learned something today.
Nice.
So those are the 3 PRs that I made this morning. Now we've got one of them merged. Was the deprecation also merged? It is approved. It needs an LGTM. Oh, it's approved because I created it. So this one just needs an LGTM, actually, 6971. We'll put that in the chat. This is removing the marketing council file.
But are you a approver to this particular
Again,
repo?
this is in community, yeah. So, and it's in the same directory as the comms event lead one.
Did I? Okay.
What the heck?
I don't know anymore.
Is
I
it
did not.
like
I did not do anything on that one yet.
label?
Hang on. I did not do anything on that one yet.
Well, this one is already approved. All it needs is an LGTM. I mean, you could try giving it an approval and see if it counts you as an approver.
It will. I would imagine.
Yeah, it should. If I'm an approver, then you're probably an approver.
Let me hit
But why
approve
am
and
I
see what
not?
happens. And then you gave it an LGTM, right? Or did I?
I haven't given this one, the delete council, an LGTM.
Okay. Okay, so it did add me as an approver.
Avinash could give the LGTM if he wanted to.
Try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for this one, delete
Yeah.
council.
Yeah, 6971. Just for good measure.
Yeah, let's make sure all of us are.
Somewhere in here.
Yeah.
What is going on with this one? It was, because I tried to approve and it not approved. Why does it need that?
It adds the label.
Yeah.
But isn't that weird? I mean, a member should not be able to give an LGTM. Isn't that more of a reviewer job? I'm not sure.
Reviewer should be LGTM. The approver role should be approving. Yeah.
So you might be listed as a reviewer somewhere in our stuff, I guess.
I don't think so.
You have a point.
You are. Well, I did just open.
There's a
another
tangled web here to be sorted out.
So wait, Prowl's running
On the
triggered.
events council. It should be because it already had the approved label before you even approved it.
Right. So you gave it the LGTM. Let's just see what happens.
And that should be it. It should just merge. Oh, requesting poll community verify. That's just it running though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, retesting, not requesting. We're all sitting here watching paint dry.
Poll community verify. What the hell does that mean?
Who knows?
It says not mergeable. Retesting poll.
But it's still
community verify.
pending.
Yeah.
It's probably just still running.
Mm-hmm. Let me look at the details. Authorize Kubernetes Prow PR status. I'm not doing that. What the hell? Why? What? Don't do anything.
That's got to be new, right?
That's weird.
Yep.
Huh.
I'm gonna screenshot that real quick and then step back.
We have questions.
Yeah, like authorizing so Kubernetes Prow PR status by Kubernetes wants to access your Chris Short account. Oh, this is some new granular privacy thing.
That makes sense, right? That sounds like a
guess.
thing they would do.
I
I mean, we
mean,
can ask about it also.
it just,
Anyway.
yeah, it's a GitHub thing.
We're not going to resolve this on our own.
All tests passed. Community poll verified job succeeded. Meets label requirements. Does not have any merge conflicts, so it should have just gone through. Hit refresh.
I did. Oh, there it is.
There
Okay.
it is.
It's merged.
Done. Okay, cool. Weird, but cool.
Still questions to ask.
Yeah, so that's communication. Which directory is this under? Communication what? Council, right?
This is communication. It's in the
contributor
role
comms.
handbook.
All right, let's see.
The other one is also in the role handbook. This one.
Communication has.
Oh no, this one still says marketing team.
Contributor comms has another owner's file. Avinash, what's your handle? It's just your name, right? Your GitHub handle.
Yep. Avinash Tripathi without a space.
You're not in the contributor comms owner's file.
Yeah, I'm not anywhere. Still, I'm able to do an LGTM.
Cool. That works. There's something about this and all that training we did back in 2019 in San Diego. That's supposed to make sense of this, but it didn't help me then. I doubt it will help me now. God.
There is a difference in the URLs for the delete council one and the updates one.
What's the difference?
The
naming
under community.
The naming.
Yeah, this one's a communication contributor comms. Comms events is still under marketing team.
Ah, that could be a problem.
That's definitely a problem.
That should give a merge conflict.
That
right?
should have, yeah, that should have. When did you open this?
It was way back.
Oh, so you might need a rebase. Like it's
I'm
gonna
surprised it
try and
didn't
make a
tell us
change
that.
to a file that doesn't exist anymore. Technically, unless it's somehow got the redirect working.
And that's why it has this higher level of approval, because it's going to have to create a whole directory and then another directory and then a file.
Yeah, like rebase and then change. Rebase, push, and see what happens. That's what I would say.
Shouldn't that give me an error already?
It should, but I think because this was open prior to the contributor comms name change PR closing, it doesn't have the like wherewithal to know that it's gone, I guess, maybe. Because like what's gonna say, hey, there's a merge request now. Like if you hit retest, I bet it'll freak out.
You have a point. Maybe it hasn't been retested. But you last updated this October 7th. That might have been before it went through.
That was before. Yeah.
Okay. So it probably hasn't been retested.
So yeah, if you retest it, I bet it'll fail. If you rebase it, it'll probably then tell you need to rebase.
We solved it.
Maybe. I don't know. Try it.
I think that's probably it.
Do we have a command retest? How do we do that?
Yeah, just /retest.
Give it a shot. Learning in public.
Is it with dash or a simple retest?
No, I think it's all one word.
/retest like that.
Yeah. /retest. It should be. There we go. Okay. See what happens.
Probably going to take a while.
I know it'll take a little bit, but you know.
Yeah. Should probably move on with other notes and come back to it for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah. So that's the updates and big wins that I had. Any other updates and big wins? Well, I know one other update that we should make, which is that Chris is going to be a co-sub-project lead in our
Yes.
new.
As weird
Well,
as that
is.
sounds.
I guess that's in. That
Is it? Oh yeah, you did
you
put
just
that
merged
in.
it.
Yeah. I don't know if we needed to vote on that or not, but Caslin just did it, so it's not my fault.
I think that was pretty obvious to anyone involved with the group. And also there's no
Fair enough.
documentation of us needing like a voting procedure for sub-project lead,
There's
but
that
maybe we
too.
should have that.
I mean,
don't
there
know.
is sub-project rules in the governance, I'm pretty sure. Kubernetes sub-project governance.
If you find that link, we should add it to the notes.
Yes, hang on. Problem is it's in GitHub and I'm trying to use Google and no. Community SIG governance. Okay.
The problem is it's in GitHub is a phrase that I would say often.
So there's SIG governance, which should entail sub-project creation. Option 1 by SIG technical leads. Option 2 by federation of sub-projects. Okay. Sub-projects may create repos under Kubernetes SIGs through lazy consensus. Sub-projects must define how releases are performed, technical processes, and that's it.
Okay.
So no real like, yeah. Oh, it's just on the, this is just about the creation and forming of it, not necessarily the
running of it,
which that should be in here.
Well, if there is anything, maybe they just leave that open.
There's got to be something for sub-projects. I find that hard to believe. Let me look. Let's just do a search in this repo. Like the number of changes that GitHub is making on a like regular basis is really starting to make me like, hey, the UI changes every day. Okay. Anyway, sub-project responsibilities. That might be a good one. Oh, and the blog is a sub-project, so that would be a good one to read. All right. Establish. Okay, the sub-project will be responsible for establishing policy standards and procedures for routine GitHub management tasks, including but not limited to org membership, org permissions, repo creation, and administration. So establishing a policy around org owner permissions and grant limit these privileges accordingly. We don't even have that. Policies around bots. I think we got that covered because we're just picking it up from upstream. Maintaining documentation to the above. Yeah, this is all on us. So
okay,
we're fine, right? Like we just need to write it.
Where's that file? We
Here.
should put it in our notes for reference.
I don't even know which, if that's versioned or if it's in master too. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, it's in master. Okay. Here, let me get you the real better link. There you go. Not some random commit.
Lovely.
So yeah. So we need to write all that. Cool. Good to know.
Wow. Answered so many of our own questions today.
Yeah. Meanwhile, retest did not do a damn thing.
Yeah, it looks like not.
All right.
It still says pending.
Let me do retest.
Yeah. Also, I'll add to this. So I don't know if that is correct, but merge conflict should ideally show without doing a retest.
You think so?
Okay. I'm not really sure, but I've seen somewhere that while walking around with GitHub, it shows me a merge conflict if there is some.
Okay. Well, I said retest. We'll see what happens. This could be one of those things where it's like, just close it, create a new one, done.
Well, or just try the rebase.
That too, but we want it to say rebase, right? Like,
Yeah.
my opinion, like the automation should just work here.
I wonder if you do the rebase, if Prow will change who the approvers are.
It should.
If it's
In
not
theory.
picking this up, but it should
If
pick
it's
that
not picking up my thing, that's weird.
Yeah, that's also true. Like but if you make a change to it, it should automatically run. So I think it'll still work if you do the rebase.
Let me LGTM it and see what happens. No, wait, not that. We are, wait, I
You already LGTM'd this
already
one.
LGTM'd it. Okay, that's right. Nothing works. Okay, weird.
Yep.
This is a weird one. This is like, go ask GitHub management. Hey, so this is what happened. How do we fix this? And it could be entirely possible. They're like, oh, rebase and go.
I'd just try the rebase.
Yeah,
You
just
can't
do
hurt it.
Just do it and then reach out to GitHub management if it doesn't work. And I can chime in too there.
Yeah, sure. I'll try.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cool.
That's so weird, but it is like a rename issue thing, I think.
And since this is approved now, if we go, oh no, not this one, but anyway, if we go to, we'll do this one, community, oh gosh, communication, contributor comms, yay! Here is the new homepage for our SIG or for our subproject that nobody ever sees. I meant to try to make these links, but I didn't. Whatever.
Look at that. It still says upstream marketing. Did you change that or not?
Where?
Right there.
Shoot. I noticed it here. And I took out the marketing. Upstream contributor comms is what I left it as. I probably should have taken out upstream too.
Upstream. Yeah,
Well,
because
additional PR required.
I'll fix it real quick. How about that?
Thanks.
Let's see if that gets merged directly.
Right. Let's see. Marketing. Search for marketing. Okay, that's fine there.
Like ignored the headers.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. There's nothing else here. Oh, the role handbooks, internal marketing. That's the only other marketing e-link. So commit. Oh, I don't have write access. Changes.
Yeah, you have to do it as a separate, as a branch.
I'm
That's
an
just how
idiot.
that works.
I'm just an idiot. Sorry. Cancel my change.
Well, after we've had so many
fork me.
permissions issues today.
Oh, I already have a fork. Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, I have a fork somewhere. I always have forks for the stuff we work on. It's just something I don't clean up enough.
I just noticed that on Josh Burkus's comments on the events handbook one, it does have a little outdated label next to
I think it's because
the
I was
path.
pushed to change.
Maybe.
I think that just invalidates previous comments potentially.
Maybe. Yeah, that makes more sense. It clearly does not.
Like
know.
that outdated thing is a like purely GitHub thing.
Makes sense.
It's not an us thing. Does that make sense?
Gotcha.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Anyway.
We don't so particularly about this role, the event role, right? How are we going to look? I mean, the functioning of this role, because for now, I don't think we do have an event particularly. Or do we have any events that needs to be handled apart from the community meetings?
Just the community meetings and I mean, as we plan for the contributor summit, we might want to ask for stuff from you there. I think it's mainly like as we as a group become aware of events that are happening, if those events need a liaison to make sure that they're getting tweets and blog posts, or generally if they need help with comms, it'll be up to you to make sure that those things get done. If you need to interact with those people to figure that out, then that'll be part of your role as well, I think.
Where's the issue for the rename? You remember by chance?
It should be on the table, right? Did we remove it?
I think it might still be up there.
We do need to start on the table at some point. Okay, let's see. Renaming marketing. I got it.
You find it?
It
Okay.
is 6641. No, link, please.
This makes me feel a lot better about being intimidated by PRs.
Oh, totally.
The fact that we've spent 40 minutes today on it, it's still that hard. How many Kubernetes contributors does it take to make 3 markdown text only PRs?
Just sitting here shaking my head, that's all.
I'm just thinking how K/K would be managing all these things.
It's a pull
don't
request
wanna
to
know.
my repo. What the fuck did I just do? Sorry. Sorry.
I was dreading the mental load that it takes to create these.
Literally opened a pull request against my own repo. Brilliant.
Progress. Even
Good
progress
job.
in the wrong direction is still progress.
Yeah. Close. Jesus. All right, community. Sync, fork. It's already up to date. Okay. Thanks. Go ahead. I'm start on the thing.
Start on the table now that we have 17 minutes left. There are only a few of us. We might be able to do that. So there's the HINA issue involving making sure that we get notifications. Also require an update to the team, which I think is a little bit later in this. Move KubeCon sheet into our new drive. You gave me the link to this last time, but I didn't do it because I didn't highlight it. I found the highlight very helpful last time, so I'm going to do that again.
Okay, go for it.
First, I started bolding people's names. Now there are so many items with bolded names that I can't find them. So now I need colors. All right. So.
Oh my God, I'm just deleting this fork and starting over. Good Lord. Sorry.
No tweets. Sheet. Noted. Contributor chip tweet. That's still open. Requested your review. This is looking much better. We'll review it today. No update. Oh, 6 hours ago. I've made some changes in line with my previous comment, added 2 real examples. Wow. Frederico just takes a thing and runs with it. Cool. So there's an update there, and that needs review. Do we have permission to do that? Who knows? Probably not. This one's a blog, right? So that's probably not us.
Well, if it's a blog on Dev, yes.
That is a fair point. Is this one on Dev or is it on? It is contributor site. So yeah.
Yeah, that's us.
We probably do have that actually.
Do we have enough reviewers, I guess? Like how many people have edited this? Oh, is this my thing? Like,
yes. It's
oh my
that thing.
God. This has just been through the works, right? So
yes.
I made some changes in line with my previous comment. I have added 2 real examples, one on the use of them and the other. I hope this makes it clear for readers.
I'm going
You
to
see
add
that
you in
one?
a comment so that you can look at this later too, and you'll have a
Yeah.
notification about it.
Cool, thank you.
Can I also add myself? Is that a thing I can do? Will it give me a notification?
Yeah,
I'm going to try it.
You can totally do it. Yeah.
Okay, hopefully that will give me a notification for me to remember to look at this later.
All right. This reminds me, I still have a pull request on my site to take it down and redirect to here. All right. I mean, Burkus is the one that had objections,
Indeed.
and he hasn't given it the green light. But he's only had 6 hours, so maybe he will.
That's true.
And you tag me in it? Okay, cool.
I did.
Like once he says this is good, I'll just do it.
I would say we can check in on it again next week, but we won't. Unless you want to run the meeting, in which case maybe you will.
I do. I really don't. So yeah.
Avinash, do you want to run the meeting? Because you are welcome to anytime you want.
Right.
No, I'm not ready.
Disagree. Hard disagree, but I respect your perspective.
Yeah, you could do it. It's just, do you want to? And if that's a no, that's fine.
Yep. Absolutely.
I have a lot of things for now in my bucket. I need to finish those things up.
That's true.
Makes
You do a
total
lot of
sense
stuff.
to me.
Much respect.
Word. All right.
Updating the owner's file and updating the GitHub team are eventualities.
Yeah, I don't know why that's the way it is. Let's just put it like that.
I'm going to move on. Slackbot still having issues. Imran still looking into that.
It
far as we know.
is definitely a procedural thing, I feel like.
For which thing?
For that.
GitHub.
It's like an
the Slack
owner's
bot.
file thingy majiggy, I feel like.
Weird.
Mhm. Or not owner's file, sigs.yaml.
Yeah, I think that is what we decided. And it also needs to be added into all of the things, and we got to decide if we want to do automation for that, and if we have automation, and Imran can handle that. He is our tech lead.
Yeah. There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly. Roles. That's what I'm talking about, which is the current item on the table.
Mhm.
So the only one of these still open really is the events coordinator role. The rest of these are merged and updated on our GitHub. Merged and updated. Merged and updated. Gonna remove all this stuff. Merged and updated. Still in the works. Hit by name change. Maybe someday we'll figure out if we want to do a project manager role of some sort aside from the sub-project lead. But I think these ones are both just going to get rolled into sub-project lead.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion. And that's for me and Chris to figure out.
I wonder if we just need to do a weekly meeting of our own.
Perhaps.
Right? Like just to work through stuff.
Yeah. You know, that is how I get work done.
I know. There's now a pull request for the rename in the README. So let me drop that in chat and see what y'all can do with it.
Ah, wonderful.
Should I this time try /approve?
Go for it.
Try an LGTM. I don't think an approve will work, but you can do both. LGTM on one line and approve on another, just for good measure.
Yeah, go for it, man. Seriously. Let it rip.
Yeah, I'm trying.
These permissions are in place so that you can't do something terribly wrong.
Yeah, that's one of the beautiful things of it. As complex as it is, sometimes to unravel, it does make a lot of sense.
We have 9 minutes left, by the way.
We don't have to watch this.
Yeah, but I wanted to see that go in. I'll go after you. Because I'm guessing the approve will not work for you.
LGTM is good. It is not approved.
Okay. I should actually look at it before I approve.
Yes,
that would be the responsible thing to do.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same.
Oh, this is lovely. Yes. Good. I like that it's on one line.
Mm-hmm.
No.
What the
That
hell?
is not where I was typing.
Oh, that's right. They have the new / command thing. If you're not like in a form field, it's just like you could do you could start code spaces if you wanted to. It's pretty cool.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Approved label has been added, so that should get merged momentarily.
Beautiful. Well, at least you have access
to that one.
So it was already approved by myself and Avinash. And then you did it and it worked.
Oh, actually, I probably didn't even need to do it. Your approval probably would have counted with Avinesh's LGTM.
Maybe, but
probably
it should have been marked as approved.
That's true. It did say not approved.
It said not approved, and it had his name. So yeah. So we're not approvers. We're just reviewers or org members.
But I was able to approve it.
Well, that's good. You should be able to. That's our damn repo.
Indeed.
You are the lead.
Wow. I had a note under that one saying Caslin to change to subproject lead. I wrote that out instead of actually changing the name of the thing.
Beautiful.
Oh me. What are you doing?
Merged.
All right.
Yay.
Gonna move on. Contributor site, create a project overview page. Imran's still looking into that stuff. Slightly related to the new contributor workshop material stuff that's going on. Update GitHub repo to contributor comms name.
Ooh,
that's in. Ray made another PR. And I think I approved that. Let's find out. I saw that link.
Wow, it looks like I can get rid of Octotree. GitHub built that in.
Rename. Wow, no. Okay, this one. Yeah, that one was merged. No, that's not the right thing at all. What?
Blog coordinator.
Oh no, I put in. Okay, no, that's Ray put a hold on that PR at that time. I thought that was the one that Ray created, but it's not. Shoot. Well, I don't know what PR that was. I think I probably approved it. I'm just going to say I think that is done. And next time Ray is on, we'll find out.
Yeah.
SIG spotlights. Nobody on today who's working on any of those, so we'll move past it. Migration from Katacoda to GitHub code spaces. Anything exciting and fun to report? Chris?
No. I mean, Craig did have something ready to go for me to test. I haven't tested it yet, so I need to put time in my calendar to test the code space thing and give him a pep talk. But they had a meeting about it at KubeCon, and I haven't talked to Craig since. So maybe I need to touch base with Craig.
Probably a good idea. Not that we're particularly needed for that, but we keep an eye on it because we think it's cool.
And actually, I think I left it at, let me try this out and get back to you.
Yeah. Good reminder to check on that. Table is so nice. I remember so many things that I've forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
Validate command is sporadically broken in GitHub repo. Imran was working through that. Hope he was also interested in it. There was something that was merged. Just going to leave that there. Is this blog still sitting here? Yes. What the heck?
Which blog?
It's
LFX
a blog.
mentorship?
Yes.
Why?
Why?
What? A bunch of suggested edits. Did they get made?
The last update is from September 30th with Meha saying, I missed that. I'm making changes very soon and committing it here. And that's
Somebody
it.
needs to take this over. I mean, tag folks, sure, but like ask, hey, do you need any help?
I think there's a kind of loophole in the new process as well, which I feel, which is when you're giving the docs to do changes over there, and then things just get stayed over there and not comes on GitHub, right? So
True.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that probably happened before too, honestly.
Who knows?
And it's still a better review process. So give and take.
Mm-hmm.
Next item. SIG Docs blog subproject process changes. Ray was going to copy what Federico did, and we haven't talked to Ray since then. So it would be nice to check back in with Ray on that at some point. And leave it there. Security comms guidelines. Maybe someday we'll do that.
Yeah.
Scheduling tweets for non-contributor comms members. Someday we will have updates on that as well.
Okay.
And then Chris, there's your admin notes, which we can now work into the sub-project lead thing probably.
Yes. I need to kind of detangle that a little bit more, to be honest with you.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So I have multiple tasks to do now.
And that's the table. We did it.
I have a quick question. I see 2 minutes still left. What's a sub-project lead?
I mean,
something that
question.
We are making up right now. So
sub-projects generally have leads, right? Like we're not making that completely up, are we?
So at KubeCon, I helped to give the ContribEx session. Mm-hmm. And when we were debating how I present my work on this sub-project, I said, like, I lead the meetings and kind of generally keep the thing going. I have approver access. And Bob was like, you're the sub-project lead.
Oh,
and I was like, yes, obviously I'm the sub-project lead. So that's what sub-project lead means. It's that Bob told me that's what I was.
So it is a thing. And
if Bob says it, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Thank you. I was like, that sounds very official.
I mean, it is kind of a deal, Caslin. Like, it's a big deal, right? Like,
I feel like
I use the fact that I'm on this team to crack a door open at work, right? Like, it's a thing. So yeah.
Love it.
Like, current role pointed at this. You know, I'm doing this upstream, right? Might as well do it for us.
I always place it in a high spot in all of my perf and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if everybody else cares, but
right, like AWS doesn't, well, I shouldn't say this on a recorded call. But like in general, open source contribution is normal, but does not necessarily factor into promotion unless you're in a lead kind of role. So hence why
Yeah.
job move makes sense to become sub-project co-lead or whatever. You can be the lead. I can be the co-lead.
My team sees it as not required, but nice to have.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have become like the Kubernetes open source person in developer advocacy, which
And
is
that's what
great.
I'm doing
I love
for
it.
our product marketing team right now, is basically being the Kubernetes technical messaging guru.
Open
kind of
source
thing.
person.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So that's
Simple
my life in a
as.
nutshell.
People seek us out for things sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone else on this doc who just joined in. I wonder who that is. At 9:01 a.m. All right. I should probably get to my next meeting.
Yes. I have
Lovely
a
chatting with
thing.
you all.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
I will stop the recording now. Thanks.